your whole house is blowing away.
Again.
Same.
Yeah, for the second time.
So if I'm looking at this storm, it's only coming to my house, and there's none up north or south.
It looks like
Fabulous.
a detonation.
Is that a bow echo? It's hard to see.
Oh, can you,
I feel like it
is
is.
Raw.
Cool.
Oh no! Get
Hey,
your
at least our air quality is orange now instead of purple like it was
Oh,
earlier.
that's-
Cowards.
It's nice when you have weather maps with competing shades of red for different weather phenomena.
Yeah, like this red equals smoke. This red equals the storm.
I found out
and during
last
Hurricane Harvey, we had to create a whole different color for the ice because Houston doesn't know what ice is or something. Or the floods. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was a storm. I don't remember.
I found out last week we got hit by a pretty bad hailstorm, and it kind of rolled by to the south a bit. And I did not know that they can do hail prediction, and like they were putting it up on the weather map, and it would be like 90% chance of, and the guy would stop and he'd be like, "Well, that says 3 inches." And then he kind of leans in and he's like, yeah, 90% chance of 3-inch hail. I was just like,
oh my God.
It was bright white. So, yeah, that was good. I didn't see any of that, but there was one of the towns 2 over from us said they got hail about the size of baseballs. It was punching through windows and car windshields and stuff. It's great. I love the view.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying the apocalypse.
Isn't it great? Yeah, climate change is just as advertised. It sucks ass.
This is like the beginning of the Flash Gordon movie from like.
Yeah, it is actually.
But just that one was condensed into just a few seconds, whereas we are living it out over the span of a few years.
The one with the Queen soundtrack. Do we have a cool
Fuck
soundtrack?
yeah, dude! Hell yes! They did the whole soundtrack for that thing. It was that movie's amazing. And it always has been.
Yes, it is.
It's weird when you get a movie whose soundtrack is better than the movie.
No, that movie is so great, man. Brian Blessed, as the Hawkman, he's so good. Yeah. Timothy Dalton's in it.
Yeah.
And the lead character who went on to do nothing, as far as I can tell.
Sam J. Jones.
Yeah, he's disappeared.
All he did was, I think he did Ted, reprising his role from that. Because Seth MacFarlane is also a huge Flash Gordon fan, and so it became like the thing that those two characters, the main two characters in that movie, bonded over, and they went and they rescued Sam J. Jones from something.
Nice.
Sam J. Jones.
He pulled a Gabe Kaplan and basically made a ton of money from one thing and then just left show business.
Gabe Kaplan left and did a touring show, a one-man touring show as Groucho.
Oh, well, that makes sense. I can see that.
Yeah.
Like, I heard he was a pretty shrewd investor. He's like a millionaire now.
Yeah, it's like Hal Holbrook. He just eventually stopped film acting and went and became Mark Twain.
Mark Twain, professionally. Yeah, just all the time.
Lucky, are you live broadcasting from an insane asylum? It looks like a rubber room that you're in.
What do you know about it? What do you know about it?
I don't know nothing. Hey, don't focus on me, please. Thank you.
Well, shush your mouth. They're always listening, Dill, I might add.
They are.
I already knew that.
They are always listening.
Well, Dell's broadcasting from a bomb shelter, so he's got that going.
Literally.
I wish you were in my rubber room right now.
I really do.
Ain't no storm getting in here.
I keep dropping my pickle.
That's what he said. Yeah, eat it. Yeah.
What kind of pickles are those anyway?
Yeah.
Dill? Are they dill?
Big hard dills.
Are they dill? They better be.
Vlasic. Speaking of
they're dill pickles.
That used to have a stork that talked like Groucho as it
did.
Yeah.
Not sure why.
I only eat the pickles so that I can drink the juice. I love the pickle juice.
Man, I dated 2 girls that were very into pickle juice, one of which drank it every single night. She would do a shot of it before bed.
Delicious.
It's the original Gatorade.
It's delicious. It's good for you. And if you drink enough of it, no more mosquito bites. It's terrific because then you just smell like a pickle.
Yeah, great. That's great.
Yeah.
Great.
That's improvement. I don't get bit anyway. I think
is that how you keep so youthful looking? You're just pickled?
Yeah.
The
pickle juice.
I bathe in pickle juice, and then I sell the used pickle juice water on eBay.
I bathe in pickle juice blood. I bathe in the blood of women who only drink pickle juice.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's good.
Pickle juice shots. Yum.
Make a very sweet vampire.
Yum. Go get your pickle juice shots. It's time to re-up. Hey, do we still have to re-up COVID shots, or is it just gone now?
No, they're
actually-
coming out with a new one.
Yes, they are. That wasn't in the news this week, but they haven't. I don't think they formally announced it, but they're remixing one for September. So I actually had a friend of mine who was up for a booster, and he's not 55 or older or whatever, and I was like, I'd wait because you're gonna have to get 2 otherwise. So, and the one that they have right now has got nothing in it. Like it's mutated way beyond whatever we had.
Can they come up with a shot that
it's just gonna be like a new annual thing, like your flu shots and your pneumonia shots or whatever.
Right.
Can they come up with a shot that'll allow us to breathe in this Canadian muck that we have down here?
Exactly.
I have thankfully coated my lungs with a fine layer of resin.
Oh, good.
So it is impossible for any irritants or
It's
whatever
all sticky
to
in
get
there.
through. Yeah, it's just like there's a whole wall, a guard wall of goo.
Early in COVID, the French had popped up with a study that said that smokers were way less likely.
I haven't gotten it yet. I have yet to get COVID.
COVID
I haven't
free.
gotten it either.
Same.
I haven't either.
I don't smoke.
Yeah. I don't do anything.
But I did smoke.
Not clean
But
living.
that doesn't mean my theory isn't correct, Dill.
I think it's a
Well,
vitamin D thing, to be honest. Abundance in the vitamin D. Quit looking at me like that, Lucky.
You get plenty of that.
I don't get it.
I think Dill can illustrate.
You and your pickle fetish.
Pickle
There it
fetish.
is. There it is, Dill.
There it goes. Vitamin E, baby.
To do with pickles.
That's a pickle. That's
Quality
a pickle going in the
conversations here on Fark.com,
It's
y'all.
part of my talents, and Christine called upon it, so there it is.
Pickle stuff. All right,
I
well,
invoked it.
let's watch into this before Dill gets nailed by a
Oh,
tornado.
there's some news.
By the way, do you guys like it?
And we're back.
Is it better
Here
like
we are.
this or like that?
Brutal heat wave makes Texas among the hottest places on Earth.
I like this.
And I'm here wearing a sweatshirt.
Yeah, you're in
What's
Texas.
what is your thermostat set at, Christine?
68.
Yeah.
28.
Governor
Said 85, Christine. You can't have it at 68.
No, it's at 68. I'm sorry. I need to be nice and cold so that I can wear a sweatshirt.
My beautiful Hamtramck church home does not have air conditioning, but stays at a cool 72 degrees all day long.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's good.
wall.
God's shining light is
Yeah, and it's
mistakenly still there.
Giant, thick rock walls. So basically,
good.
like I live in a cave.
So yeah, they say it's hotter than the Sahara right now, I think, and a couple of we're literally the hottest, one of the hottest places on Earth.
Yeah, like no exaggeration. There's the highest temps being recorded anywhere on the planet right now. We're in Texas. You were saying before we got on that it's melting the roads.
Yeah, our highways are buckling. So from the extreme heat, which our infrastructure, we're built for the heat, and that's what people make fun of us during the wintertime because it gets cold and it snows and we all fall apart. But we're built for the heat. Our roofs are built to reflect the heat. So it's amazing.
This just in, we make fun of you year round.
Yeah, I don't ever stop. I don't take
true.
Christmas off or anything.
It is Texas.
I need you to explain roofs to me.
Roofs.
Oh, grooves.
Roofs.
ROOVES.
Roofs.
Yeah, so that's what I do.
Different.
So in my job, I have to create campaign briefs, but I call them campaign briefs because it just makes sense to me. So everything,
all about that V, boys. She's all about that V. Taking that vitamin D and all about that V.
This episode of
what
live stream brought to you by the letters D and V. Apparently, we'll figure out what number here.
VD.
So what's the story about?
It's hot. It's hot outside. We were talking about the weather, so we were also discussing this before we came on. So Dill is about ready to get smashed by the second tornado of the year. Hopefully not, but
the third, this other one missed us on each side. So there was several. The second already happened. It missed us, and this one's coming now. I don't know if it's going to be a tornado though this time.
Yeah. One literally went through his yard. In fact, I was up visiting a couple weeks ago, and there's still trees down because that's how many trees.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Luckily, you've got goats.
That was a lot of fun.
Trees, right? New goats.
Yeah. I hope the goats don't get blown away.
Yeah. Oh no.
Save the goats, man.
Whatever we
Save
do.
the goats.
Two goats. One's called the River Billy, and one's called Mountain Jack.
Oh, those are good names.
Mountain Jack Chuckles and River Billy Beer Man. And they're both girls. They were named by my daughter.
Oh, okay. She's
River
getting good
Billy Beer Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great
Bill
name.
Jack Chuckles.
Bill Jack Chuckles.
Bill Jack Chuckles. That's awesome.
Bill Jack Chuckles sounds like he's gonna tell me something and then do a comedy act at night. Poorly.
he does say a lot. Like when you're walking around, you hear him. He's like, "Hey," all the time.
Hey, let me tell you something. Hey, let me tell you a joke. Hey,
let me out.
Here, Bill Jack Chuckles.
I'd like to talk to you about an extended car warranty. Hey.
Yeah, we found out too how somebody told me how you test a fence to see if a goat will get through or not.
Yeah.
You take a bucket of water, you throw it at the fence. If the water goes through, the goat can get through. So there you go.
What?
So you need walls.
Yeah. Christine, do you not know that goats can turn into water?
Yeah,
apparently.
Like on the water,
maybe if they were on the Titan, then yes.
Well, they can jump 4 or 5 feet in the air too.
Too soon?
They found human remains. What could that be? Possible human remains.
Yeah, I mean, or
what were they, like just bones?
What else was on there, right? Yeah, exactly.
I can't imagine there was.
I'm thinking it's someone's teeth. I mean, teeth, tooths,
teeth and hair,
tooths.
Tubes.
Anyway,
it's hot in Texas, right?
It's hot in Texas.
It's hot in Texas.
Hey, they're built for heat. Their tubes are specially formed in order to cut through their sandwiches during the heat.
The Kremlin has a batshit new PR position. There was no armed mutiny.
Yes.
What?
None.
Oh, what? Surprise.
What?
Yeah, so well, they didn't really have a good cover story anyway. So yeah, they've literally started telling people that there was actually just like a disagreement between friends, as tends to happen.
An armed disagreement between friends.
Yeah, exactly.
No big deal.
So I got a fun story to talk about this. So we've had this incredible run of, I think we're 4 or maybe 5 weeks now in a row where we end the live stream and then all hell breaks loose like right after it. And,
what'll happen today, you think?
I'm getting news flashes already about a Trump thing, but it's not official, so I'm just going to leave it there. But that being said, what happened here was this was wild. So I went up to the Buffalo Fark party on Friday, and this started going down on the trip, and I'm like driving, and I was like, I got to pull over and get back on the stick here. So I started watching this, and it was going on all evening, and it was like you couldn't really tell what the hell was going on. Then we got done with dinner at 11 o'clock at night, and it was still going on. So I ended up sitting at the bar in the hotel working, and the bartender comes over and says, "What are you working on?" I said, "Well, I'm just trying to keep up with this stuff. There's a coup in Russia." And they're like, "What? Oh my God." They're like, "We should turn on CNN." I'm like, "Yeah, turn on CNN." And CNN's doing an hour-long special on the submarine implosion.
Yeah, man. Yeah. What coup?
Yeah. So that was the thing. I was like, well, that's strange. I guess she's like, well, let's put on Fox News. And I'm like, okay. They had an hour-long special on Hunter Biden.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Well, of course.
Of course.
Well, it was, she quit talking to me after that. She was like, this dude's crazy. He thinks there's a coup in Russia.
Okay.
Man.
Also, this man, what's this guy? Who's this one?
They're all bald old dudes.
He's gone now. Like, he's disappeared, hasn't he?
Yeah. So, well, there's a number of things that have actually happened. So let me do a little recap real quick. I think everybody's on the same page with they got pretty close to Moscow, and then somebody cut some kind of a deal, and then Prigozhin, who was in charge of Wagner, just took off. I assume it's pronounced Wagner instead of Wagner. But,
yeah. Prigozhin, that's his name.
Prigozhin for sure. Prigozhin's the guy's name. Wagner's the military group. Putin's the dumbass. And Lukashenko is the guy who's the head of Belarus, who's been there for 30 years. I did not realize, but he's dumb. And
didn't Putin just give that guy nukes?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, I mean, he said
for his birthday, right?
Yeah,
for his birthday.
He said he did. I wouldn't. I mean, even if I was friendly with that guy, I'd be like, I don't know, man. You're kind of.
He gave him nukes and then let the mutinous general of an army of 25,000 run away there after he almost pulled off. I mean,
well, so that's the problem is there are so many angles of this story that don't make any goddamn sense. And the problem is now is we still are kind of in the dark as to what actually is going on. Other than the article in question, we do know that the Russian state media is saying that there was no coup. They were like, it was a disagreement between, they used a word that basically meant the higher up guys. as tends to happen. So it's happened 100 other times this year.
Mm-hmm.
So there's really nothing to worry about, and Putin's still as strong as he ever was, and we were in no danger.
I hope there's
he knew what he was doing.
I hope there's a new horsey picture coming out soon.
Yeah, probably so. So here's the questions that are
this time.
No pants.
Yeah, no pants, horse head. Yeah. So there's some open questions as to what in the hell's going on. So one of the questions is where is Prigozhin, the guy who did this? Because last we heard he cut a deal to go to Belarus, which that doesn't sound like a great thing, but I guess it's better than waiting around in Russia for Putin to kill you or throw you out a window or whatever. So there's an open source intelligence group that tracks where just planes fly. And Prigozhin's planes, he had 2 of the planes associated with him in the past, landed in Belarus on Tuesday, and then they've made a couple trips back and forth since then. So maybe he's like getting friends or files that he can sell to intelligence services around the world, like the ones behind me in this VR version.
Maybe sitting in a bathroom full of file boxes.
Yeah, although I got to believe there's really nothing in Russia that we don't already know. Like, I mean, because those guys sell each other out all day. But so we don't know where he is, but everybody seems that nobody's heard that there's anything wrong. Now, as opposed to this other guy, the guy who is the head general in Ukraine, it's just a bunch of back channel nonsense. But basically, the United States popped up and said that that guy was in on it the whole time, and that they're good buddies. Now, they are good buddies. We don't know that guy was in on it, but we do know that guy is missing. Nobody's heard from him in a week.
Oh no, he's dead for sure.
Probably so. Actually, there's one report from a blogger, again, who the hell knows, inside Russia, that says that he's being held in a camp somewhere, but that's just like being killed.
Yeah,
it's just summer camp, guys.
Yeah. Don't they just re-educate you and let you free?
Camp
yeah. That's it. It's that easy.
Gonna have a lovely summer in Camp Cemetery.
Gonna swim.
Yeah. So they actually, I might have had an article about this.
Swim with the worms.
Yeah. Here we go. This was the guy. So now, U.S. officials said this is the guy. See, they all look alike. Actually, maybe that's the same guy. No, that's the same.
It is the same guy. That's Prigozhin again.
Yeah. Everybody looks like Nosferatu in Russia, is what my understanding is.
Sir,
at any rate,
that is Romania. Thank you very much.
I know, but I'm just saying everybody looks like Nosferatu. Anyway, now it's interesting the United States would choose to say this as an official statement, like, "Hey, that guy was totally in on it." Because, like, I don't know, is that something we wanted? Like, if we knew that, would we want to say that? So one of the sort of the guesses is either that's true and we're trying to cause trouble, or if it's not true and we're trying to cause trouble, one way or the other. So
why would we not want to try to stoke the flame of rebellion over there?
Well, we very much do, because it turns out that guy, the guy who's not Prigozhin, who's been missing, is actually a fairly competent general, and he's in charge of the entire Ukraine war. So it'd be great if they got rid of him. That's actually not a bad deal.
Yeah. Oops.
Yeah. Oops. So there's other reports out there, too, saying that Belarus, apparently Putin said, so Lukashenko didn't announce this. He didn't say, hey, everybody can come to my country. Putin said it. There's some indication.
Bela Lugosi.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on here, people?
Vampire Nations.
I think you just broke it open.
Yeah, I knew it. There's some indication that Lukashenko didn't ever agree to letting him come over there, because why would you want a warlord?
Where? Oh, no.
Exactly. Why would you want a capable warlord and 25,000 of his troops?
Yeah, the army full of prisoners and crazy
war criminals,
military people.
Yeah. Why would you want that? I feel like they would not want that. So
no, nobody wants that army in their country.
Nope, nobody does. But it's over there now. We apparently. So.
Is it?
Well, yeah, exactly.
Has anybody heard from any of the 25,000 soldiers?
Well, so there were some rumors over the weekend that FSB agents were rounding up soldiers' families, but that's either still going on or it stopped as of Sunday. Again, it's really impossible to tell what's going on here.
Well, Russia gonna Russia.
Yeah, they pretty much are. That's,
I mean, this was what it was like in the 80s.
Yeah, it was.
Fun. Fun, you guys.
It's actually great. So I found a really cool thing here. So this guy had kind of a readout. He was interviewing a retired Russian tank battalion commander. So this is unrelated to the weekend. It was more sort of a long series of a couple of interviews about why the Russian military sucks so much. Kind of fascinating, actually. He said it started. This guy was in the military for many, many years. Here's a picture of not his hat.
I was gonna say it's because they keep the money in their hats.
Yeah, I guess exactly. I don't know.
On a bed of money.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I just saw the bed of money.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It's a bed of money.
That's great.
Yeah. So, the exchange rate, I think they were saying is 1,000 to 1. So each one of these is actually a dollar bill.
I love dollar bills, y'all.
Yeah, they got an inflation
$100
over there. Yeah, so he said something interesting. He said that it wasn't ever any good, but it started to go really bad when apparently they, like most countries, have requirements for military service. When you turn 18, like Israel's got one, you got to go serve in the military for, I think, 2 years maybe.
Yes.
Korea's got one. We do not have one. But Russia had one, and then apparently they changed the rules. So they used to go have people there for 2 years, and then they went down to 1. And he said the problem there is that 1 year is not enough time to teach anybody anything, even if we were capable. And he said what happened after that. Before, the idea is that during year 2, the command staff would basically look into the new recruits and see who was any good, and then promote them up. And then that was how the military would basically refresh.
Now there's no more year 2. They have to guess.
And he said also what's happened is, since nobody really knows anything, what they've been doing instead is whenever the higher ups ask for people to get promoted, they submit the names of the people who are the loudest, drunkest, stupidest assholes in order to basically get the promotion and get out of there.
I mean, that would be so powerful.
You really don't need much more of proof that they're just a terrible, terrible army than the fact that they still haven't taken Ukraine. Russia is a gigantic country, and Ukraine comparatively is very small.
Not only that, they had at the beginning of the war, they had something like 5,000 tanks, and I think they've already scrapped 4.
Yeah, they're already gone. They already, if they didn't fall apart trying to get there, they got blown up.
I mean, it's absolutely nuts. Yeah, basically, this is a very long article, which I won't go through point by point, but the guy says stuff like, in order to get a promotion, you've got to pay a bribe, and then that the commanders bribe everybody else into giving him demotions or not passing him to class, and makes them write letters back to their parents asking for money, which the commanders then steal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Just stealing the populace's money.
Yeah, basically.
Through the army.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, go milk everybody you know for money. I need some.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, call your mom and dad, ask for $25, and I will steal that, and then you will get promoters who come up with more money. That's basically the pitch.
Good times.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
good times. So, yeah, it's a mess over there.
Crack army, Russia.
Yeah. So that's all we got to say about that. If something cool happens the next week, I'll pull it. But then we got this.
Oh my God, that's a big peacock.
I did not want to go to this story.
The Titanic submersible shows why the metaverse is necessary.
Yeah. Exactly. Don't go outside, people. It's very dangerous.
Yeah.
Just sit here.
I was pretty much like, the sub was great last week. That was pretty cool. But like, I'm done talking about it now, So I was like, okay, I'm not going to post any more of these damn submarine stories on Fark. That's it. And then I wake up on Monday, and somebody submits, well, it's finally happened. This is the stupidest take on the Titanic submersible disaster. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I'll be the judge of that. Click. Yeah.
Stay home. Whatever you do, stay home.
Yeah, that's basically it. He says that first of all, like, this is a completely blown premise. His basic point is that, well, the only reason that billionaires are going into subs and they're going down to the bottom of the ocean, or that they're going in penis-shaped rockets with Jeff Bezos up into orbit with William Shatner for about 15 minutes, is that we don't have the metaverse. And if only that existed, they'd stop doing it.
Oh, I was going to say Christine was busy that weekend, so they had to get William Shatner to go.
Yeah.
Because who doesn't want to fly in a penis-shaped rocket?
Who doesn't? I kind of do. But yeah, so first of all, I think the premise is kind of blown. I think these guys are dumb and they'll do it anyway. But the second thing is like, this would allow other people to do it as well. And it's like, okay, great, I guess. But it's like, I mean, he's like, I can't wait to strap on some VR goggles and go visit the Titanic in a VR simulation. I'm like,
that's good for you.
I'm pretty sure you can already do that, though. Not even in the metaverse. There's like Steam games that
YouTube is chock full of like 4K submersibles going down there, thanks to James Cameron.
I have an idea.
Every square inch of that thing has been mapped.
Yeah.
Why don't you get the VR goggles, go down, push the submarine program, get in a trash can, go to the park, and roll down the hill while you're, pretending you're under the ocean.
How about
it'd be like you're in a submersible?
A pair of real goggles and a scuba tank and swimming down there.
We didn't make it, guys. We didn't get the stream over before the news flash. Guys.
No, Trump lawyer Giuliani says cooperation deal with special counsel appearance was entirely voluntary.
Yeah, he's ratting them out, boy.
Whoops.
Oh no.
Here's where
look at that face, though.
That's actually the best he's looked in a long time. That must
that's amazing.
That's probably from before Trump was president.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah,
he is. Yeah, no, he is a gross drunk now.
Yeah, so I guess the breaking news stuff is because I'm sitting here and I'm watching these text messages rolling. I'm like, yeah, it looks like Rudy flipped.
This is
Does anybody have a Truth Social account?
I want to know.
I would like to know.
Crazy man is ranting.
I need screenshots.
Does anybody in the audience want to take the hit on that? Because I don't.
I do not.
He's calling him every single thing: a pedophile, a sex freak, a drunk, a bleeding hair. He's going to call him everything.
Yeah.
Just leave me out of it.
Yeah. Oh boy,
amazing.
He knows everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
He was the general. He was the Pushkin, or whatever that guy's name is.
Yeah. So okay, that's all I got because I didn't read this article and that's what just happened. But if I keep on getting news flashes, I'll punch another one up. But God forbid. Anyway, it's Thursday at 5.
He still has yet to be arrested in Georgia. That's still coming.
I know. Yeah, that's a big one.
That's coming in August. Yeah, that's a big one.
Yeah. So, he's in trouble. All right. Anyway, back to ridiculousness.
Back to reality.
Elon Musk's mother has stepped in to halt his cage fight with Zuckerberg, advising to choose a verbal battle only.
That's weak. Your mom had to step in.
I actually got into a verbal disagreement with a coworker on my travels this past weekend over Musk versus Zuckerberg, and I'm like, dude, Zuckerberg, 100%. Like he is trained in MMA.
Hey, right? I'm gonna vote Musk just to be, the devil's advocate here.
Well,
I'm going with Musk.
You are. Okay. What do you think? Do you think Musk will truly win, or do you think he'll win because he'll pay off Zuckerberg to take a fall?
Or will he cover
the spread? Zuckerberg could be paid off. Do you?
Or he'll create a Musk robot and send the robot in, which will set on fire and then kill Zuckerberg by just exploding accidentally.
Here's what I think. I think Musk can take a punch many, 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 many times in his head, and it won't affect him any because he's already kind of,
true.
This is also a true story.
A lot going on. So, but I think Zuckerberg takes a couple punches. He's pretty smart.
No, he's got so much fight experience, though. Like Zuckerberg really does have a lot of experience going.
He does.
I'm just trying to
he came in second place, nationwide or something.
Also, let's not brush over the fact that the man's mommy called off the fight. So this is
this is the actual story.
Mommy.
Yeah.
That hurts.
That hurts. Man in the world, his mommy called off the fight.
Oh, so here's a tweet from Mama Musk saying, actually, I canceled the fight. Yes, I haven't told them yet, but I will continue to say the fight is canceled just in case.
Oh, it keeps going and going and going. And
he says
this is why Lucky got Twitter back.
Yeah,
that's mom power. Mom, just because I say it's real.
Lex Friedman posted some photos with Elon to say, "Oh, look, he's really got the sauce."
Yeah.
In armchairs 4 feet apart,
they're going to fight with words.
Wins.
Yeah. So
is that mom's idea?
It's going to be a draw, 0-0. If the funniest person wins,
just have him had a pickle eting contest.
Yeah, exactly. Dick suck contest.
Yeah.
I'm good at both.
Oh God, thrown down. By God, King.
All of those, whether it's fighting or pickles or dick sucking, I think Musk is going to win hands down on either any of those.
Well, okay. Pickle eating and dick sucking, Musk, 2 out of 3 for sure. That's what we're going at. If it's a 3, try whatever it would be.
It's a try suck-along.
Thanks, Lucky.
Yeah.
Funked in my booty. You gotta highlight that.
There you go. Yeah. That's what I needed. Yep. Now we all have it. That's great. Well, let's move on. This is a good one. Oh man. Phew. All right. Descending into further into weirdness here.
Imagine two guys beating you up at a gas station, 1 a.m. Against these long odds, a limo pulls up. Presley, king of rock and roll, jumps out and assumes a karate stance. The assailants give up. This really happened, and there is a monument. He had 52 days to live.
Is that what's written on that plaque?
I don't know, but I found the actual article about it. So I looked this up.
The plaque looks loose.
It does. Yeah, it looks like
it looks loose, and it's really a lot of text.
Yeah, it is.
Saved by Presley.
Well, here, wait. I went and found it because so this floated by.
Which era Presley though?
Like right before he died.
Yeah, but fat.
So.
Fat
what is this? Subscribe to keep reading. What is this crap? Boo.
So he broke up a fight at a gas station 45 years ago, and onlookers were all shook up.
Yeah.
You did it. You really did it.
I did it.
You did it. Did you used to?
So that was drug-addled Big Elvis. Am I right?
Oh, wait. That's a different one.
Wow.
This is when his rebellious image in 56 fueled by gas station fight.
So apparently this happened more than once because the other one happened.
How many times did Elvis fight at gas stations?
I don't know.
Hated
what was happening back in the 50s in the gas stations?
He was a pump at home kind of guy, and he hated gas stations, boy.
Yes.
Every chance he get.
What happened here?
Group of young girls signing
he said
autographs.
He spilled gas on his car, so he attacked the gas station owner. Okay, well, the second time went differently. Okay, so apparently Elvis had a habit of fighting people at gas stations. This is not actually the one I was expecting. The one I was really thinking of was. Is this a different one?
Well, that's a different one. That's
another one.
The other one was Madison.
that was Memphis.
You have opened a book of Elvis fighting gas stations.
This is a
long
This
book.
isn't it either. This is another one.
Rabbit hole.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Uncovered a mystery.
Holy crap.
How
we
many
found our
gas
podcast.
Wow. So
76.
yeah, this isn't it either. The one I'm looking for happened in Wisconsin, but apparently
we're on to
this
something.
Is weird. Yeah. So okay, what happened this time? I had a jukebox. They're hanging out. What's going on here?
This is what QAnon needs to be talking about, not JFK.
Yeah. 3 pulled up in his Harley.
We can revitalize the podcast genre of entertainment.
Ox 45 tall boy put the link in the chat. Stupid.
Oh, did he finally? Jeez.
God, he put it in there like twice.
Okay, here, hold on. Let's get that one here.
Elvis fighting at gas station. FARC deep investigation.
This
here. Okay, this time for sure.
1943.
Okay, this is it. All right, finally found it. This is sorry, guys. I had no idea that Elvis kept on fighting people at gas stations. I didn't realize that was the thing.
I don't think anybody did. Now we know.
Okay. So what happened was, here's what Elvis might have looked like.
Might have. Okay. That's people watching an Elvis movie.
Yeah. I don't know what this is from, but anyway.
No, you said right before he died. Fat Elvis.
Yeah, so 52 days before he died, he apparently was coming from a concert in Des Moines, Iowa, and then had flown to Madison and was driving to his hotel when his limo went by a gas station in Madison where there was a gas station attendant being, it looked like they were about ready to throw down with 2 other teenagers.
Hey, Maurice, pull over. I'm going to stop this fight.
Yeah, he said he saw it. He wanted to try to
pumping gas and kicking ass.
Things I do best.
Apparently, he's done it like at least 3 times. So, he jumped out and he got into a karate stance. Remember, this is Fat Elvis, right? And basically,
he's doing it all night at the concert, or is he about to do it tomorrow night?
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, he could be still alive. Yeah. But he scared off the teenagers. Apparently, that what was funny was that he still got in a little bit of trouble because when the police finally showed up, the problem was that he'd threatened to fight a couple of teenagers, and it turns out he's a grown ass man.
Colonel, pull into this gas station. I need some tornadoes. Some of those roly things.
Gotta pick me up some BP powder and.
Hey, you see that over there?
White Cross energy pills.
Yeah. So anyway, like I said, I had no idea until we accidentally went down that damn rabbit hole that Elvis would fight people at gas stations all the time. That was better than I thought.
Hey, you want to fight Elvis?
That's the best thing I've learned all week.
Elvis would hang out at the local gas station all up to the time of his death, just waiting for people to fight.
We've somehow forgotten this.
It's one of the great things about Elvis that is best left. Well, they'll just become a shitty movie.
Yeah.
Guys, write it down in the big book, though. We should write this movie.
Yeah.
CIA experiments, Mormon ravers, and reformed racists: the untold history of MDMA.
Yeah, this is
the untold history.
Yeah, so somebody's written a book about it.
Mormon ravers, y'all.
Yeah, well, I got some questions. We'll get to all the details in a minute. This was great. This is one of those where if you just keep reading, you keep finding tidbits like the whole way down. So I've watched a documentary on the history of MDMA before, and one of the things that I found fascinating is that it was discovered. It was invented by scientists in Germany in 1912. They were trying to basically copy another medicine that somebody else had, and it didn't do what they wanted. I think it was like a blood coagulant or something they were trying to make, and it turns out this just makes you high as hell. It doesn't really coagulate your blood any. So, but then they said that it sat on a shelf for a while, and every like decade or so they'd take it back out again and like do a little bit of work, and then
have a dance party.
Yeah, have a dance party.
We don't know what the hell that thing is.
So part of the history of this thing is that everybody who worked for it, and I think it was Merck. Let me double check here real quick. I think it was Merck. Everybody who worked for the company that came up with this knew they had it, and they did literally nothing with it for 50 years, except I think make a lot of it and have a lot of late night parties. I swear to God.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah, of course. Yeah. They were like, don't tell people about this.
Yeah, because they tried it. They knew what it did.
This is ours.
Yeah, that's right. We're keeping this.
This is Merck perk, you guys. Merck perk.
Merck perk.
You fucking want to work here, you get the perk.
Yeah. So they basically claimed they did anything right around the 50s or so. They brought it back out again because they were trying to get it done to do something, and they found that I lost the section where, I had to look this up to find out if it was true or not. It turns out MDMA will lower your blood sugar.
What?
Oh, yeah, it's healthy.
Somebody get me some Molly or whatever it is.
I can start eating candy like I used to. That'd be great.
Yeah, Molly now. They said, so here's the cool thing. So they started out as ecstasy, but then they rebranded it Molly due to some kind of a brand confusion problem. Like the drug dealers did it, like as a brand confusion thing. And then to this day, people still think they're different drugs, but they're exactly the same.
Right.
Take a comment off the screen, Drew.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Where you go?
No, everybody wants to remember Zuck and There's no reason to take that down.
Woo, boy, that was like 10 minutes ago. Here, hold on. There you go. Thanks. Yeah.
I've already forgotten it.
No, you haven't. Think of it. You're fully nude in a ring at the Octagon.
Yeah, here we go. There's the relevant comment there. Yeah, I will leave that up for 10 minutes. Anyway, no, I'm taking it down. So anyway, so what happened is that CIA agents were experimenting with it because they thought it might be a truth serum. But again, none of this panned out, and I'm noticing that there's a lot, like for decades, the history of this drug was people tried to use it for a thing it wasn't supposed to be used for, tested it for literally years, and then gave up on it. And I'm, wait a minute.
So it like lowers your blood sugar, and it also is a useful psychoactive tool, right?
Yes. Well, so it's getting ready to get approved by the FDA specifically for treating people with PTSD because it cures that. And not only that, though, they said that during testing, so this is where the Mormons come in. So it turns out they found out sometime around the year 2000 that this drug was incredibly popular with Mormons because they can't drink, but they can do X, apparently.
Fuck yeah, they can. They can work that shit up.
This was incredibly valuable to scientists because they knew without a shadow of a doubt that this was the only drug these people were on. So they could do some great experiments on them.
Fucking no golden tablet in that hat about this one, boy.
Yeah, there's always some kind of loophole.
Yeah, yes.
It's like Rumspringa with the Amish.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. It's 2 years to get it all out. The other cool thing about the reformed racist is that in the 70s, and they've had some luck replicating this, but not consistently. One of the first guys who took it as an experiment, actually like observed experiment in the 70s, said it cured his racism.
Yeah, totally.
He took a dose and he felt like an asshole, and he stopped being a racist.
Yep. There's a lot of those stories about it. Yeah. It really is.
We need to bring this shit back.
I have never done it, but it apparently is a life-altering drug.
Yeah,
put it in the drinking water instead of lead. Maybe it helps us out a little bit.
Come on, Biden.
Definitely.
Biden.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good question.
Where's my Molly, Biden?
The relevant question: do they do it while soaking? I think yes. I think they do.
Ooh, what's soakling?
Soak. I don't know if it's.
Oh, I was about to bring that up.
Yeah, that's how Mormons don't have sex.
Is it where they
just the tip?
They lay on top of each other. Somebody else pushes them up and down, or something weird like that.
Somebody else have to Google it. Yeah.
Oh man, I gotta get me some Amish. Or wait, what is it?
Mormon? Move your hips.
Mormons now.
Do they call their porn morn?
They should.
Oh my God! Really?
They should. But anyway, yeah. So they're about ready to legalize this for us treatments to treat PTSD and other terrible things.
It helps Amish kids rub genitalia.
And it cures racism.
I know, not Amish, Mormons. Why do I keep saying Amish?
They're the same. There's no difference.
Yeah. Fucking golden tablet, weird beard.
Same.
They're all living like primitives.
Yeah.
Okay. Pilot of light plane chased by Rafale drops drugs in flight.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
So
it was MDMA.
This was interesting. It started out a little boring and then it got kind of fascinating. So there was a plane flying across Europe and it had just entered French airspace and it was too close to one of their nuclear reactors because they have like the entire country is powered by nuclear because they're goddamn geniuses. At any rate, they radioed the plane to get away from the nuclear power plant and it didn't respond. So they scrambled fighter jets. And here's a photo of what a fighter jet might look like.
Oh, I thought that was the plane that dropped the drugs, and now I'm really sad.
No, I'm not even sure it's a fighter jet that got scrambled either. It's just a plane, I think. But yeah, so what happened was that as they were pursuing the guy, they were telling the guy to land. He started throwing stuff out the window, which turned out to be large bricks of meth.
awesome.
Man.
Just like when the guy gets pulled over
on the
highway.
Cocaine Bear got started?
It is.
Did his airplane look like a trailer?
It didn't say. I'd like to think so.
Can I get the GPS coordinates for science?
Yeah. He threw all his meth out. Now here's the part I don't understand. So apparently there's a fighter jet in pursuit of what I assume is a propeller plane, or at least something that can't get away from a fighter jet, right?
Something where you can open the window. So it's gotta be propeller at least.
So here's what happens next.
Maybe too fast. Maybe the jet's too fast and it can't slow down to talk to him. Or
what was that? Did he throw something? I don't know. We just zoomed past him.
Yeah. So anyway, here's what happens next, though. So this is wild. Let's see here. He's dropping packages. Then, okay, here you go. Then lands at the airport, and it's actually a big commercial airport, and then threatened to kill everybody, and then got away on foot.
Oh, no.
Oh, he got away.
He got away?
This is Cocaine Bear 2.
Whole ass man at the airport.
He lived to meth again.
He landed in the airport, presumably with a fighter jet behind him, but I guess they didn't land then. And
I will ditch him here. It is full of planes.
And then he took time to threaten everybody in the airport.
You're not going to believe what happened. I got chased by a fighter jet and had to ditch all those drugs.
Shit out. Who wants some free meth?
Sounds like he was sampling the product based on the threatening to kill everybody in the airport situation.
I feel like this is a plot of a terrible Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah. I feel like
Cocaine Bear 2 starring Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
This is Bottom Gun.
It's Cocaine Bear 2, Top Gun 3.
Yeah.
Bottom Gun.
Nice.
100% chance. So anyway, yeah, I was like,
what does Bottom Gun do? Yeah, he chases meth dealers from the sky.
Yeah. Oh, let's see here. Here we
go. Swindlers used Barbie dolls to rob COVID relief program.
Oh man, keep talking.
Yeah. So
these pictures are not at all a Barbie.
Yeah, that's not a Barbie. What's happening?
That's just a baby doll.
Yeah. So what happened was that early on in the pandemic, remember when they came up with the PPP thing?
Yeah.
That's actually
that everybody stole money from. Apparently,
also, it wasn't just that. It turns out that a lot of the vendors that signed up to help out with this stuff realized the Trump administration wasn't really going to vet that people that hard. So literally like two dudes in an office would sign up and say they had a fintech startup. And apparently a couple of them were responsible for what they said they had created is that people could submit the applications and an AI would take a look at the application and determine whether or not it was fake. That's literally it. It goes in the box, comes out.
Great.
So turns out somebody did a study to try to find out so how much fraud did they probably miss? And they did find that they said that Square and Intuit were also processing these things and had a very low rate of fraud. It wasn't zero, but it was low. And no Barbie doll faces got sent in, unlike a couple of the other ones, one of which was called Womply, which sounds totally like a real company, doesn't it? Womply.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Mr.
Womply?
Womply.
Not
Womply.
Weebly. It was Womply.
Nope.
Willy Womply. Willy
Womply.
Womply in his app factory.
They found a larger than zero number of applications were submitted where they took photos of Barbie doll faces, and the AI, which I don't think actually exists, failed to recognize that these were frauds and gave them $68 billion.
Hey, you Womplys are pretty clever. Here's $68 million.
Yeah, billion.
Oh, my God.
They did
Elon Musk could paid back for Twitter with that.
Good about Twitter. Yeah, it didn't all go to the same place, but that's the estimated total amount of
those guys should buy Twitter.
Yeah,
the Barbie doll guys
might as well.
I mean, it's on sale. Maybe we can buy it.
Yeah, it's probably
it is for like $2 billion.
Yeah, it's probably cheaper now. I bet. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I got on that one. Let's move along here.
HasLab should buy it.
Yeah.
California man Ray Brewer sentenced for duping investors into a Ponzi scheme, claiming to turn cow manure into green energy.
Hey, man.
I'd invest.
There's got to be a way to make money on this thing.
Literal bullshit.
Dude, good.
Yeah,
ain't that the shit?
Yeah. So Ray Brewer, pictured here. I don't think he's being arraigned, or maybe that's a sheriff. I don't know. I don't even know who this is. Whoever this guy is. Anyway, we'll pretend it's him.
He's got a lot of medals behind him, whoever he is.
Yeah, look at that, man. Jeez, he's like, holy crap.
Picture full of medals.
And this is from Florida.
Hey, man, it's about a lot of medals in Florida.
I don't know what this guy's doing here. Anyway, but so what happened was this Ray Brewer guy
top brass
spent many, many years telling people that he'd developed an enzyme that would turn cow poop into methane and that would somehow make a lot of money. He eventually convinced a lot of people to invest in this, and it all worked out great until somebody asked him for. Well, actually, he would send fake photos of cows and fake photos of a facility he was building, and
couldn't even get pictures of real cows. He had to send fake photos of cows.
It doesn't say it, but I like your version. I think that's what I'm going to go with. He said fake
cows. He drew a picture of a cow pooping and sent it to his investor.
It's working. See, it's working.
It was the no bullshit sign that he said.
Yeah, that was
it. See, guys.
He managed to pull this off for several years until finally the pressure got really fierce when he did what any normal person would do. He immediately moved to Montana and changed his name and disappeared.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, man. Yeah. Hey, Montana is a place for anyone to make a fresh start. No matter what your story. It's the French Foreign Legion of America.
Yeah. I don't know if this is a picture of the fake cow farm or not. There's
Montana. Look, there's some cows.
Yeah, they might be real. We don't know.
Energy.
At any rate, when he finally got arrested, apparently recently, I didn't look to see how long ago it was. He told the cops.
What is that ad on the right? What is that mouth?
It's their food.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. What am I getting ads for here?
That's Drew buys a lot of weird shit.
Yeah.
And, fucking.
I got a Geiger counter.
Alibaba. He's got that Alibaba Express app.
Yeah, I guess or something.
Weird shit.
What do I do with this? Okay, now that I got an idea. The upper right, I think I know what to do.
It's a generator.
Upper right, like holds soap, I think.
Knife.
I do not know what they're trying to sell me here.
And they
carry on.
Kissing. You use it to practice kissing. You use it to practice kissing.
I heard us talking about Mormons, and now I'm getting that from Mormon stuff.
That's man, he's figured out a way to turn those things into green energy, Christine.
Yeah, there you go. That's it. But I need $10 million more dollars if I move to Montana.
$68 billion is what.
Yeah, $68 billion actually. Yeah, and I'm gonna buy Twitter and invent this. That's what we get rid of that.
The green blowjob machine.
Yeah, exactly. That probably exists.
That's called a leaf blower.
Into green energy.
Leaf blower. Yeah, just turn it in reverse.
Meet the world's ugliest dog, Scooter, a
No,
Chinese crested
he's
pup,
not.
took home the top prize.
It's always
You know,
those Chinese crested.
I was about to say they really just need to have a
There he is.
separate competition for the Chinese
Yeah.
cresteds
Are
because
we
I
even
feel like
sure that these are dogs coming here from China?
They might
Maybe
be
they're
dogs.
sending
Nope.
us their big rats. I'm just asking questions.
It could be. Look at that thing.
Look at that
Great.
thing. Yeah,
The other
they
ugly dogs
need
are
their own
crying foul.
competition.
that might be a
Yes.
goddamn vampire rat for all we know. Fucking
We don't have-
over here to try to kill us all.
Yeah, so Scooter won the ugly dog
Yeah,
competition.
we're
with
naming them
Alexa.
and giving them trophies. Fucking
Yeah.
dumb Americans.
Yeah, look at that awesome trophy there. So they had photos of some of the other contestants. So let's go through them. That's the winner.
What an idiot!
That's the one that won.
That is crossbreeding at its finest.
I
ladies.
love
really is.
them. Shut
Yes.
up.
So
That
that's the
tongue
winner.
is required to be
I
out.
love them.
So
They
here's the
just need
winner.
to be in their own little
Let me tell you
category.
something, Christine.
Ooh,
Second
look at that
place.
one.
Yeah, look, you know what that used to be? A wolf. Way back when. That was a fucking wolf until humans got involved and started turning them into these things.
Yep, here's another one. I noticed a
Aw.
trend here
Oh,
with the
that's a
tongue
cute
hanging out.
bug. It's,
Yeah, it's
weird to
it's
think
the
that those
It's all
tongue
about
and
the
the mouth.
tongues.
Yeah, this is pretty good. I like that one.
Oh,
More tongue.
Yeah, basically. Look at
yeah, the ugly ones always have a derpy tongue because
Yeah, they do. Yeah, this guy.
Mhm.
Whatever
why
this is.
why not choose the dog who also suffers the most?
Yeah. Well, that's a different contest. And this
and
one
give him a
again.
trophy?
Oh, that's Scooter again. That's what he looks like from the side. What's going on with the
Does
leg
he have back legs?
Yeah,
Mm,
Scooter's
going on?
probably
I
all-
don't know. He's only got two legs. apparently.
Scooter's probably a half robot.
Yeah, that's right, probably.
He's a
He's
Dr.
coming from-
Seuss character.
Oh, this is
China, you guys. I'm sure he's a cyborg.
the
He's a
derpy tongue.
spy. He's a goddamn spy robot to spy on our ugly dog industry.
Yeah. Then this one. Apparently, you can't enter this contest unless your tongue sticks out. So, and then we got
So-
that
Or
one.
they train for that.
You can't
All the
win.
dogs.
These are all the semifinalists, right? I'm
Yeah, right.
assuming
These are who
these
lost.
dogs have come from somewhere.
Yeah.
as champs to get into the lead.
But then finally, the final photo is this. I was like, okay,
Angry
oh,
people.
that's mean. That's mean. It's like
Stop!
that's ugly.
Stop making fun of them.
They look. She's almost cute. That's fine. I don't get this.
Are they protesting?
Oh, let's see. It says
Maybe they're
Be
rooting.
yourself. Everyone else is already taken.
okay.
Love Prince.
They're rooting. They're rooting for specific dogs.
They
Okay.
think they're at a Prince concert. They're on.
Apparently.
Maybe they're showing ugly dog some titty.
Yeah, maybe it could
I
be.
don't know. I don't know.
Yeah,
Titties.
ugly dog.
You
ugly
do
dog
not
kitty.
know what goes down at these ugly dog contests. You don't know.
It
I
could
don't know, but they're
be.
blocking the view of everyone behind
Yeah,
them,
they
so
are.
they just need to get down.
Okay, we're gonna see some ugly dogs. Oh wait,
Right
that one's
before
not.
he showed titty.
Oh,
doing that.
now we're on to serious stuff.
Nope,
oh,
no,
no, we're
that's
not.
next week.
Okay, my
Yeah,
bad.
all right. This is the last one.
Hundreds of corgis descend on Oregon Beach for annual gathering.
Yes.
Oh,
Please.
All
Come from
right, now we're
Corgi
talking.
Mountain.
Oregon.
I'll just let that
corgi-
run in the background. Yeah, so they do this every year up in Oregon. They invite all the corgis to the beach.
To the hottest place.
Yeah, exactly.
It's full of sand. A corgi has so much fur, you guys.
And then
So
they got
much
the
Yeah.
fur.
Look at that.
like Butt Crack Jr.
Yeah,
right?
no, believe me. I have
Wow.
a corgi.
Yeah, like take them to a nice field. That's where a corgi
That,
wants.
that
to go
corgi is
along.
dying. Look, they're carrying it to the
All of
hospital.
them. This is as
Oh,
cruel
no.
as the ugly dog contest. Where's them titty girls to protest this with?
Yeah.
We need some straight up titty witches to descend on this thing.
God damn it, we need some Fark brand titty witches. Christine,
What?
get on it. Start a covenant. Fark brand titty witches.
Get to Oregon now.
And
lost the
stop
book.
this madness and get them to a field.
Well, I think that would lose them in a field. I think that would be a
Oh,
problem.
with tall grass. Yeah, there's
Take
no.
them
All
to the
grass.
field on Corgi Mountain, and everything will be fine.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
There we go. All righty. Well,
Here they
yeah.
gotta hang with all them little rat kids,
Yeah, that's
all
right.
them little shit kids
Yeah,
out
man.
there. That's no fun for a corgi.
Yeah.
Going in there with
There's
salt
a
water.
corgi that passed out.
Yeah.
Passed out from having too much fun.
Ah, look at all the sand in my fur. Ah, I hate this.
Yeah, that
Ah.
doesn't look fun.
No, it's not fun for anyone.
Oregon. Oregon.
I would take 1,000 ugly
Maybe
dog contests over one of these corgi meetups at a
Yep. Exactly. Well, if they can find more dogs that have tongues hanging out of their mouths,
Yeah, right.
That seemed like an annual thing.
Corgi with its tongue hanging out of its mouth.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, they were all hanging out because it's so damn hot up there.
Winner, Corgi dinner.
Yeah.
Oh no.
We're eating Corgi tonight, Christine. Settle down.
No.
They're
I
delicious.
don't like it.
Barf.
That's right. What do you think Dill's raising them things for?
Yeah.
It's meat.
All right, what are we doing for the 4th, guys?
What are
your
we
plans?
doing for the 4th?
I'm gonna get drunk and set fire to stuff. How about you guys?
I'm
If
not
my
doing
pool doesn't
shit.
blow away, I'm gonna sit in it.
I'm
Yeah.
hanging
All right.
here in Hamtramck, Michigan, with all of the Ukrainians and Polish and Yemeni and Bangladeshi and Pakistani and
Celebrate
Bosnian.
America.
Yeah, man, they love America. It's great.
Yeah.
They really do. It's
What
awesome.
the fuck is that, Dill?
Sex doll.
Well, you mentioned Bela Lugosi. I happen to have a stand-up Bela
course you do.
Lugosi
Oh, that's gorgeous.
vampire.
Is that an old, like a blow mold?
Oh.
Is that a plastic blow mold thing?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, the
that's
old school.
Awesome, man.
Got like let's see. It's
got a
this
light in
old
the
light
back?
that flips out in it. Yep.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Is that an old Halloween decoration from way back?
Oh yeah, I have a whole
I just
story about how I got
question
it too,
all
but
the
I'll
things.
save that for another time.
That's beautiful.
I question all the things that he just happens to have in arm's reach.
Yeah.
Like,
What's
you
funny
say
is
something
you
and he's
mentioned
like,
Bela Lugosi, and I text my wife. I said, "Come downstairs, get the Bela Lugosi, and set it within arm's reach." And she does. Like she
This
really
is a
helps
problem.
me out. You know,
As if
Bela Lugosi
there's
bird.
not a tornado barreling down on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's the tornado status?
Hey.
So you're still there.
well, it's just heavy rain right now. I think. It's
Oh, okay,
past,
that's
but
nice.
Heavy rain. We hope
the kid's
that
old enough to know what to
But
do.
yes,
Bring me this Bela Lugosi.
I don't like fireworks because of the doggies and because of my consideration for other people. But yes, I know people are going to be doing that, so it gets very smoky around here.
Detroit already had its fireworks on Monday.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, they do it on Monday apparently every year.
Why?
It's dual because it's on the Detroit River, which is a border with Canada, so we share the fireworks with Canada. So
Okay.
we sort of
They're
do
trying
it,
to get back at Canada.
That's sharing is un-American.
but we do it. Well, it's Canada.
Yeah.
They're right there across the river. We can see them.
Un-American
Have to
to
be nice.
share.
We can see them from here.
We can see them laughing at us from here.
Right,
okay?
pointing
It's not
and
fair.
going, ew, P.U.
What are they celebrating?
They're just celebrating the
Stanley
Chinese invention of firework, I think.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Because it's gorgeous. It really is a gorgeous show on the river.
Yeah, it's pretty to look at when it's a professional display, but then you
and
have the
it's- and
kids
it's-
shooting their fingers
And
off.
both of the countries foot the bill, so it really is a spectacular
Oh, nice. Okay, that's
between
cool.
the two countries. So Ford puts up the money here, of course.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometime next Monday, I'm expecting the annual news articles telling people not to shoot their guns in the air because bullets come back down.
Bullets come down, you idiots.
And in fact, I found one in my house one year. So like,
Or guess what?
What?
They also make blanks. You can go to the store and buy blanks.
and you can still kill people with those apparently.
Yeah, but if you fire them toward the sky,
Yeah.
it's better than a bullet.
Yep. Nothing comes down.
That's
Yeah, they're good.
amazing. I can't believe you found a bullet hole in your house.
Yeah, I think
On
I
your
just I bet if I go look for more, I'll find like 6 others. I mean,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
just how it goes. Right?
Amazing. Well,
Yeah,
it is
it's
Kentucky.
It's Kentucky. There's no rules here.
Yeah, come on,
Yeah.
man, Mr. Connell.
You got laws. No laws here. There's nothing. You go wherever you want.
No laws.
Oh yeah, there's this amazing video that's kind of going viral locally right now about this pregnant woman. She was in the middle of getting robbed, and you know she is very clearly pregnant, and she was having none of it, and she just reached in her purse and shot the shit out of a guy
Oh man,
right in the middle of the gas station parking lot.
Oh, that's a bad
Where
place.
was Elvis?
Yeah.
I thought you were
Where's
gonna
Elvis?
say
Yeah.
She reached up in her cooch and pulled out that baby.
No, that was last week.
No, that was last week.
That was
Definitely,
last week.
it is.
She had
Texas.
Baby
enough.
had a gun.
Take
Cormac
that
McCarthy's
right out.
ex-wife.
But she Elvis the guy at the gas station?
Yeah, sounds like it.
But yeah,
I gotta go.
so-
I gotta go after we're done. Look and see if there's any more Elvis fighting people at gas station stories because there were 3. I feel like there's
Oh,
more.
Let's do
There's
a
if
fart
there's-
breaking news special if we found all these.
Yeah.
all the Elvis.
we are sitting on podcast gold. We could really stretch this out like they making of a murderer thing and
Yeah.
focus on Elvis gas station fights throughout history and really make some bread.
It's got to be a niche. I mean,
And while we're doing it, we write the movie.
Yeah, exactly. Just have that ready when they come ask.
Fighting people at gas
Oh,
stations.
H2O Gate brings up a good point. It's the roofers that are shooting guns in the air.
Conspiracy.
Nice point.
It's a farkspiracy.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, next week I will may or
in
may not be
Buffalo.
here.
Rochester.
No,
Boston.
I'll be in town, but I'm getting my hair did
Oh,
at
right.
the same time. I'm supposed to be doing this podcast.
Please.
I got the
Please.
solution.
Please do the show.
Yeah, there's the solution.
Please.
Depending on if she
Christine.
needs my ears covered or not, because I'm getting my hair did.
Call ahead and see if you can do the whole setup.
Oh no, she knows. She'll let me. 100%. It's a private salon, so it's not like anyone. She's the only one there.
Keep talking.
And I sit on a black leather chair.
Text me.
Well, guys, thanks for doing this again. We better clear off here before more of that Rudy Giuliani stuff gets out.
I gotta go find out how he flipped. This is gonna be the best news day ever.
It always is. Let's get off of this thing before we have to actually keep going.
Live from the hair salon next week.
Live from the hair salon.
Meantime, peace out.
Yeah.
Yep. See y'all guys. Take care.
Happy 4th of July.
Belarus,
Who
Nosferatu,
celebrate freedom.
Freedom.
Elvis.